Ayotte sits on the Armed Services Committee. Senator, thanks for being with us.
Good to be with you.
Why did you take the action of holding a press conference on Capitol Hill today?
Because why is it 14 months later and no one has been held accountable for the 4 brave Americans that were murdered as a result of a terrorist attack in Benghazi? Think about it. Abu Khatallah is a man who's been indicted for this. He's been giving interviews to CNN, the New York Times, the London Times, and yet we have not taken him into custody. Why is it that we've asked for over a year for answers, including to have the survivors made available to Congress, and that we've been stonewalled at every turn? And the most recent response we got from the State Department is to stonewall us again.
Yeah.
Why is it again that we don't know that they came up with this story about the video that has no relationship to the truth of what happened that day, as really made clear very much on Sunday night by the CBS 60 Minutes report that this was an al-Qaeda terrorist attack, and that people were aware of that from the beginning.
And furthermore, we reported yesterday that for some reason the Benghazi suspects are not a part of the State Department's Rewards for Justice program. That is a program that has offered millions of dollars to people who have provided tips for terror suspects since 1984. Have you been able to find out why Benghazi is not a part of that program?
I have not. And we know that Abu Khatallah, who's been indicted, he's been giving lots of interviews. He's drinking coffee at a cafe, and we have not brought him to justice. But again, I think it's another example of how the administration, time and time again, it's been like pulling teeth to get any information about this. And the victims of this deserve answers. We had 4 brave Americans that were murdered. They deserve better, and the American people deserve to know the truth.
By the way, our own Greg Palcott was able to find Abu Khatallah, who you are citing, and have coffee at a cafe with him. It's not hard to find him, yet somehow he has not been taken into custody. Here's what the Justice Department says, which is that 2 of the witnesses who you'd like to speak to cannot appear in a public forum because it would hinder the investigation if some information were to come out publicly. They're trying to contain whatever information some of these witnesses have. Do you buy that explanation?
Well, the ARB spoke to many of these witnesses. So if the administration itself can talk to these witnesses, Congress has a responsible position to oversee what happens here. We can make sure we take accommodations to protect these witnesses, but to not make them available is Congress isn't getting their oversight function, isn't able to really see what happened here, and to make sure that we prevent future terrorist attacks. And again, I'm suspicious because at every turn, we have been stonewalled in trying to get information, basic information about what happened in Benghazi.
Senator Ayotte, thanks so much for taking time today to update us on your pursuit of answers. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Kathleen Sebelius.